4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. How are you today? Thank you for joining the training with us on this cheerful day. Surely you are looking forward to what information and tips can be shared by the panel that can make you better, steady, self-confident, positive, and liked by the people around you. Before that, please scan the QR code to verify your participation today. The topic today is communication skill in building positive relationship. So, do you know what the communication skill are? Communication skill refer to an individual's ability to convey a message, interact, and relate to others in an effective manner. Communication skills are not only the way a person speaks, but also include the skill of writing, listening, and understanding the messages conveyed by others. Communication skills also include the way we convey feelings, opinion, and thought in various situations, whether verbally or in writing. This communication skill is very important for an individual in daily life or in one's career. With good communication skill, it can facilitate social interaction. A person can interact smoothly whether in personal or professional relationship. Secondly, in the world of work, communication skills are important for conveying opinions and ideas, working in group, and giving any instruction. It can also provide clear information and solution to problems encountered. The third is managing conflicts. Effective communication can help a person resolve conflicts and disagreements in a more positive way. The fourth is being able to increase understanding. We can understand the needs and desires of others in building harmonious and effective relationships. And the last is being able to build self-confidence by conveying information, messages, or opinions clearly. A person can increase self-confidence in various situations.
Communication skills refer to an individual's ability to convey a message, interact, and relate to others in an effective manner. Communication skills are not only the way a person speaks, but also include the skills of listening, writing, and understanding the messages conveyed by others. Communication skills also include the way we convey feelings, opinions, and thoughts in various situations, whether verbally or in writing.
Without wasting time, let me introduce some of invited panelists today who will discuss the hot topic of communication skill in building positive relationship. The first is Professor Nurjannah binti Basha from the Department of Communication, Faculty of Modern Language and Communication, University Putra Malaysia. The second panel is Dr. Nurul Atikah binti Mak Yassin from Islamic Public Relations and Corporate Communication, University Sultan Zainal Abidin, Terengganu. And lastly is Professor Dr. Wan Amira binti Wan Rong, who worked at the Department of Media and Communication Studies, University Malaya, Kuala Lumpur. Often communicate and connect with each other at work, whether it's asking for greeting, casual conversation, or regarding daily tasks. But do you know how to communicate properly, smartly, and it depends on a situation to achieve effective communication. So, Professor Nurjannah, can you explain about Speak Smart, how to talk effectively?
Thank you very much, Puan Siti Zubaida, our moderator for today's seminar. Assalamualaikum and hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to share knowledge on how we are going to talk effectively in our workplace. I am sure everyone here know how to speak, right? But in order for us to have a powerful and persuasive communication, we have to be clear and concise. First of all, we have to define our goals of conversation and audience. Outline carefully what are we going to convey, what kind of information should be included. Avoid unnecessary words and overflowery language because it may distract our message. If necessary, we may repeat our sentence to clarify any misunderstanding with patient. Next, we need to watch our tone. When we speak, tone includes volume, projection, and intonation, as well as word choice, will influence the mood of our conversation. A well-chosen word with a positive tone of voice creates goodwill and trust, compared to poorly chosen word with negative or unclear tone or of voice may result in misunderstanding. On the other hand, we need to practice active listening because communication involves two or more individuals. Active listening is about not just hearing the words that the person is saying, but understanding the entire message, such as giving full attention and avoid interruption, distraction, judgment, and counter-arguments. Of course, we need to listen with empathy so we can understand our colleagues' feelings, thoughts, and beliefs. Consequently, everyone feels safe to express ideas, opinions, feelings, and plans, and creating problem solving if we are in a good, careful listening environment.
Professor, how to respond to someone who is insulting or swearing at you?
That is a very interesting question, Puan Siti Zubaida. Thank you very much. So, for this kind of situation, this is where our emotional intelligence works. We need to stay calm and avoid reactive response. If we would like to respond, please do so in clear and concise manner. Next, ask the insulter for clarification of his or her words. So, on the other hand, the person will think through his or her words and know the impacts. Then, we may change the topic to a neutral conversation. Also, we may use humor to reduce the sting. If the person keeps insulting you continuously, try to avoid or end interaction with the person. We may also not take it personally, so try to detach emotionally from the words and situation, not the person.
Nowadays, social media has become part of our daily life. Social media has opened up a space for global communication and relationship. Information is delivered quickly using just your fingertips. Although there are various benefits to using social media, there is no denying that there are disadvantages if you make a wrong move in delivering information. To overcome this, we must practice using the right way of communicating and posting in maintaining relationship and well-being. Therefore, I invite the second panel, Dr. Nurul Atika, to explain more clearly about the use of social media. Doctor, can you explain how to communicate effectively through social media posts?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. The use of social media in this era is very widespread and easy for all age. What would be the effect if we were free to type and post without thinking about any side effect? To achieve effective communication on social media, we must be smart in using writing language, picture, or whatever message is conveyed, so that there is no confusion, misunderstanding, and conflict. Make sure you convey the message in a language that is easy for everyone to understand. The information post is clear and straightforward so that reader can more easily understand what you are trying to convey. In effective communication, you should use a positive writing tone and avoid making negative posts. They will worsen the situation and damage your social relationship. To whom do you want to send? Know the audience before sharing information. For example, if you want to share knowledge about buying and selling real estate, surely people you are interested in buying and selling land will read the full useful post. In addition, before sending a post, carefully and check every word written before making a post. Is your post very good and without error, does not distort the fact? And if you are not sure about the information, do not share it. By using the right method of communication on social media, online social relationship can be maintained and foster well-being. This is because social media is a platform that master healthy communication, and we must use it wisely to get a positive impact.
Dr. Atika, how to avoid writing negative comment on social media?
Good question, Madam Siti. Posts on social media not only receive positive comment, sometimes we also receive negative comment that can trigger conflict and tense a situation. Therefore, how to control our finger so as not to write negative comment in order to maintain relationship. First is to write information or message that are constructive, encourage. If the post need to be advised, it should be in a polite and prudent manner and not use abusive and insulting language. Second is not to reply to the comment too quickly. Control your emotion and calm down before replying to the comment. Usually, what causes fight is that they do not think long before replying to the comment. It is possible that it is a reply to in a state of anger, tension, and writing is done in a state of uncontrollable self. Third is that we must remember what is commented on leave and impact on ourselves in the long term. This is because every negative comment that is replied is seen by the public and affect the image of the individual himself. So, think first before replying to the comment on social media. With self-awareness and good emotion control, you can definitely avoid making any negative comment that could harm the situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Atika. I agree with the point given by Doctor. Communication is not only verbal and written, but body language is also a way of communicating. Body language is important in social interaction because it also illustrates how our messages are conveyed and received by others. With body language skill, effective communication is definitely achieved and can build strong relationship. So, Professor Dr. Wan Amira, can you explain or give some tips on how to master positive body language for better communication?
Good day to our respectful guests, colleagues, and students. As a communicator, a researcher, and someone passionate about human connection, I believe it's crucial we discuss a skill that is often underestimated but profoundly impactful, that is positive body language. In our field, we teach that communication is not limited to words. It is holistic and much of it is non-verbal. Body language reinforces our message, builds trust, and expresses authenticity. Today, I'd like to guide you through 10 key practices that will help you master the positive body language and elevate your communication both professionally and personally. Number one is to maintain good posture. Posture is the foundation of how you present yourself. Standing or sitting upright with your shoulder relaxed shows confidence, clarity, and attentiveness. When you slouch or collapse inward, it can unconsciously signal disinterest or low self-esteem, even if that's not your intention. Good posture also improves your breathing and voice projection, making you appear more grounded and credible. Number two is to use eye contact wisely. Eye contact is a powerful tool, but like with any other tools, it must be used with care. Too little and you seem evasive or disinterested. Too much and it becomes uncomfortable or confrontational. Use steady, natural eye contact to show engagement but allow brief breaks to avoid overwhelming your listener. In one-on-one conversation, eye contact should flow naturally. In group setting or public speaking, scan the audience to make everyone feel included. Number three is to smile genuinely. Smiling is one of the most universal signals of friendliness and approachability. A genuine smile, not forced or mechanical, helps to humanize your message. It communicates openness, sincerity, and warmth. In professional communication, especially in high-stress environment, a simple smile can diffuse tension and build instant bond with your audience or team. Number four is to use open gesture. Gestures are extension of your thoughts. Keeping your arms open and palms visible while speaking creates a sense of trust and transparency. Avoid folding your arms, clenching your fists, or hiding your hands in your pockets. These may signal defensiveness or disengagement. Controlled, expressive hand movements help emphasize your key points and make your communication more engaging. Number five is to face the person you're talking to. The direction of your body sends a message, perhaps louder than your words. When speaking to someone, turn your body to fully face them. It communicates respect, attentiveness, and presence. In group setting, this means giving equal focus to different members instead of favoring one side. When you face your audience or your counterparts directly, they feel acknowledged and valued. Number six is to nod and mirror subtly. Nodding occasionally while someone speaks is a non-verbal way of saying, I hear you and I understand. Mirroring subtly mimicking the other person's posture or gesture helps build subconscious connection. It fosters empathy and alignment, especially in interviews, negotiation, or counseling setting. But please remember, it should be natural and not overstated. Overdoing it can appear manipulative. Number seven is to control fidgeting. Restlessness, whether it's tapping your foot, playing with a pen, or constantly shifting, distract from your message. It may also signal nervousness or lack of self-control. Being mindful of these habits and replacing them with calm, purposeful movement helps maintaining your composure and enhance the clarity of your communication. It shows that you are present, confident, and in control of your environment. Number eight is to watch your facial expression. Your face is one of the most expressive tools you have, but it can also betray you if not aligned with your message. Ensure your facial expression reflects what you're saying. For instance, if you're delivering good news, your face should reflect joy, not neutrality. If discussing a serious matter, show concern or empathy. Inconsistent expression confuse listener and weaken your credibility. Learn to regulate your expression consciously. Number nine is to use space effectively. Spatial awareness is crucial in both physical and digital communication. Respect personal boundaries, don't stand too close or invade someone's space. In public speaking, move with purpose. Use the space around you to shift attention, emphasize key points, or engage with different segments of your audience. Good spatial control not only enhances your physical presence but also signals confidence and authority. Number 10 is to practice in real life. None of these skills can be perfect by theory alone. Mastery comes from consistent, conscious practice Use real conversation, presentation, and classroom interaction as your training ground. Reflect on what worked and what didn't, and how your body language affected the outcome. The more you integrate these participant principles into their daily life, the more naturally they will flow until your verbal and non-verbal communication work in perfect harmony. In conclusion, body language is more than a set of gestures. It is an essential language of its own. As media and communication expert, our responsibility is not just to speak well, but to embody our message with authenticity, confidence, and respect. When your body and words aligned, your message becomes not only clearer, but far more powerful. Thank you very much, and may you speak not only with your voice, but with your presence.
Professor Amira, can you give us an example of negative body language in the workplace?
Thank you, Puan Siti Zubaida, for giving me the opportunity to explain the example of negative body language. I'd like to take a moment to highlight something we often overlook in communication, that is our body language, especially the negative cues that can send the wrong message even when we don't say a word. Let's start with something common like crossed arms. While it might feel comfortable, it often signals defensiveness or unwillingness to engage. Similarly, avoiding the eye contact can make you seem disinterested or untrustworthy. Then, there's fidgeting or restlessness. By tapping your foot, playing with the pen, or shifting constantly, these actions can suggest anxiety, boredom, or a lack of focus. And slouching or poor posture can make you appear unconfident or tired. We also need to be mindful of more obvious signals like rolling our eyes, which communicates disrespect, and looking at your phone or watching your watch during a conversation which screams, "I'd rather be somewhere else than here." Then the other cues matters too. Overrushing facial tension, like constantly furrowing your brows or turning your body away from someone mid-conversation, would show discomfort or disinterest. Meanwhile, too much or no gesturing at all can either overwhelm or confuse your listener. Finally, one of the most uncomfortable gestures is by invading personal space. Respecting boundaries is key to positive interaction. By being aware of these signals, we can adjust our behavior and make our communication more genuine and effective.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Wan Amira, for the answer given just now. In conclusion, communication skills are very important to convey information clearly and effectively. By using three main aspects, namely oral, written, and body language, it has a lot of impact on social relationship, especially in our workplace. Mastering this communication skill allows you to convey messages clearly without misunderstanding and build positive relationship with people around you. Master communication skill is your daily life because they have a high impact in your personal, social, and professional life. Thank you for your attention and time with us today.